Well, all right. It is the top of the hour. Good morning to everybody. Glad you could join. Glad you could watch after. Glad you could get to spend some time with us today. Um, Happy Friday. Happy holiday weekend. Got this to do. I've got some listings to do. I've got a meeting at 12:30, and then I'm off for the weekend. No hobby hotline this Saturday. This Saturday, it's going to be a conglomeration of people. Sunday, going to be relaxing. Monday, no show on Monday. Back at it on Tuesday. And Tuesday, the Chronicles should arrive that I purchased. Wednesday, the Absolute should arrive that I purchased. Have not got a shipping notification yet on the Score, which I thought that would have been the thing that would have shipped first, but it didn't. So very interesting. Very interesting. Ooh, look, just need to make a mental note real quick. That way I make sure I knew there was one more topic that I wanted to cover, but I couldn't remember what it was as I was going live. So that's what's going on card wise and sending stuff out. I spent most of yesterday working on eBay File Exchange, and I finally, I took about an hour and a half, but I finally was able to get it to upload with recommended specifics. I think the only one, there's like one field that's tricky, and I'll take that because it's not a specified needed field, so it's not going to slow the engine down. I then started taking pictures of Stadium Club yesterday, and I probably took I took 100 photos and then tried to upload them to the computer to edit because you've got both ways of orientation, so the vertical pictures wouldn't look the same way as the horizontals. The horizontals, there's no need to adjust, but the verticals there are because there's the top and bottom. And I couldn't get the photos to upload from the phone. Now, what I used to do was take the phone, connect it to the computer, and then just drag and drop. And apparently there's a patch out that will not allow that to happen. So after trying for an hour through AirDrop, through 4 or 5 different ways, I just finally did it the old-fashioned way and mailed the pictures to myself. By the time I got done doing that, it was pretty much time to shut down for the day. Loads of fun. So today, kind of a half day. I've got a meeting at 12:30. I got to get shaved up for it because it is a virtual meeting. We'll probably close down at around 11:30 so that I can shave and shower. Then have a little lunch, have my meeting, and then shut down. So this morning, after this, I've got a couple of items to ship, and then it's pounding on editing photos. My goal is to start uploading listings through eBay File Exchange from I'm not going to do the one-offs. So this is what I would consider, you don't have many of these, okay? But I do have a lot of these. So these tops I'm going to upload through File Exchange. These I will upload probably onesie twosies, and then inserts. I may do inserts through eBay File Exchange. It may just rely on pricing because of recommended specifics. But now that I've got recommended specifics figured out, and I also figured out sales engine optimization to the point where I could manipulate, however you want to call it, pretty quickly, I might just start using eBay File Exchange to upload anywhere from 50 to 100 to 150 to 200 per day. So, and my goal is to get ahead of myself so that it goes constant and goes constant and goes constant. I've also been dropping wax prices down because I want to get rid of some wax. I want to get rid of some wax. I want to use that for RPAs and for singles and for collections and for, not that I'm changing my train of thought, because I still kept the Topps chrome black case. I did yesterday say that I canceled the Topps update. I did cancel the Stadium Club Chrome. I probably will buy a box or two, or one box of each. May open it just for the singles. But when Series 1 comes out, I'm buying a case of that. That's just one of those. There are some stuff that you're just going to go, yes, I'm going to open that. As well, there's going to be, like, I will probably buy half cases of football, because a full case, I mean, 16 to 17,000 is a lot to commit to unopened wax when you can buy autographs, when you can think about how much different you can utilize that cash flow. And part of this is the conversation that oh my gosh, I had 2 days ago. I've slept since then. My apologies, Ken. My apologies. But Ken and I had an extensive conversation about this 2 days ago. And the more I think about it and the more I noodle on it, it's about maximizing cash flow. I could turn $8,000 into Luca cards, vintage, all sorts of memorabilia, all sorts of stuff. So why not utilize that cash flow into stuff that is different, that not everybody's going after, yet has a niche in the marketplace? And Dan said specifically about me having a niche in the marketplace, and I think I'm going to take that and run with it. I've done a lot of praying over the past 24 hours. I feel much better mentally. For those of you who were interested in knowing, I'm kind of all over the place this morning. I've been raring to go, raring to do this show. For those of you who are new, I'm normally more focused than this. I go through the business. I will usually do a set breakdown, go through the business aspect of it, and then talk hobby news and notes. Kind of all over the place this morning. So bear with me. I think the vacation and the excitement of my 12 o'clock meeting has got me all over the place. All right, so let's get back to news and into business. I'm finalizing a new client today for consignment, so that's nice. What else is going on? What else? Oh, in content creation, I wasn't going to do a product breakdown. I wasn't going to do product release. But if you want to hear a great product release this week, then go download or go listen to Sports Card Nation's podcast. It's worth the listen. The guy that does it is absolutely phenomenal. He's awesome. It's the best that's ever been done. Just go listen to it. So, what else is on the business news and notes? Let's see. eBay, told you about that. Unopened, told you about boxes coming. Graded, nothing on the graded side. I haven't been able to find anything graded worthy. However, Stadium Club, I'm going to be putting that up next week. And then some of these inserts. And I will be looking at cards to send through graded. Now, let's talk about graded. PSA just opened their express service, but $200 instead of $150 with a max declared value of $24.99. I will probably not be using PSA for any grading, unless I pull a 101 RPA or I get something. That's ridiculous. You can utilize those funds elsewhere in the hobby. If you're going to go to a lower end service, go SGC. And that will lead me right into SGC, kind of a minor news because everybody got all up in arms about Collectors Universe getting a new investor. SGC just sold a majority stake to Blackstone. I think that's more interesting than the Collector Universe information because SGC has much more of a breadth and depth of grading. So it puts the value at about 500 million. Is it less than PSA because of the backlog? Yes, but I think they're a more well-rounded company, and it's a smarter business play. So if you're worried about sending cards to SGC, I wouldn't worry about it. They're going to be around for a while. They just got a great big huge round of investment. I honestly, I wouldn't worry about it. As a matter of fact, I would expect, my speculation, my opinion, $5 and this will get you a Coke. I expect SGC, if not to take over, but to be the very close second once everybody realizes that PSA's prices aren't worth it, to go with SGC. That's my dog in the hunt. That's my opinion. I think that's actually got gas and cooking. So that's my opinion. Let's see. Let's go back to graded consignment, Facebook Marketplace. I've got a scheduled time to do Facebook Marketplace and pull that stuff out and apply it more to Facebook Marketplace. Is a mess. My store's a mess there. I just haven't had the time or prioritized it because the eBay engine needs to be number one. I may do it one night next week after everything has settled down. I may do that. I may commit to do that. I may do that Wednesday. I may mark that down for Wednesday. Facebook Marketplace Wednesday. I may do that Wednesday night. Okay, so that's Facebook. Content creation, told you about Sports Card Nation that you need to go listen to. Card Show. I haven't heard back from the East Texas Sports Card Group yet about the August and September shows. I should hear back. I don't expect to hear back until next week. If I haven't heard back, then I will reach back out to them. In general business, I've got a vintage collector that I'm connected with. Finally, an avenue for possible vintage cards and vintage stuff. So that might be an avenue that I will seriously explore next week. I keep saying next week because I only really have after the show. I eat breakfast, shave, shower. I'm probably only going to have like 2.5 hours to really concentrate on doing pictures. I know it's going to take me at least an hour because to edit those pictures and upload them. I want to start doing file exchange, so I'll probably end up starting the file exchange this after I get done with that. So I really need to get listing, so I'm not going to really mess with anything else before then. Anyway, I digress. Hobby news and notes. The National just listed their autograph list. And I'm getting a little warm. Let me turn this off. Hold on one second. Those of you who don't know, I have a heater underneath my desk because my legs get so cold all the time. So I'll constantly be shutting it on and off and on and off and on and off. And I get warm after about 20 minutes. Anyway, autos. Get ready and hang your hats because I'm stoked about this. Pete Rose, Bob Dandridge, Bill Walton, Barry Sanders, Mike Piazza, Ryan Sandberg, Tony Kukoc, David Ortiz, Felix Hernandez, Larry Walker, Ted Simmons, Chris Carpenter, Vida Blue, Brett Saberhagen, R.A. Dickey, Antonio Gates, Jim Covert, Jim Plunkett, James Worthy, Horace Grant, Dave Stewart, Byron Scott, Roger Clemens. Yes, Roger Clemens. That Roger Clemens. George Swerving Curvin, Mike Witt, Rick Barry, Chuck Knobloch, Johnny Bench, and there's probably another 5 or 6 more that I didn't even list. Holy cow. If I were to go to the National this year, all I would do is sit at the autograph pavilion. But that's not happening. So I may be buying over the next couple of weeks balls and pucks to send to the National to get autographed for TriStar. I'm going to include in the news and notes down below, or the stuff below, the links to the TriStar Sports, or to TriStar, so that you can send, as well as the price sheet. I found the price sheet to the list for the National, so I'm going to post that in the comments below so that you can find it. Other news and notes. Ty Cobb's contract. Ty Cobb's contract from 1914. His second deal headed to auction. It made him the highest paid player in baseball. I'm a big fan of this. I'm a huge fan of this. I wish more stuff like this would come out for auction and into the hobby, because I think it's pretty cool. It's part of the history. We need more history items out there, not just modern, ultra modern. Yeah, it's fun to collect and speculate on new stuff, but that history, I'm just a big, huge, old, fat history buff. So I'm just happy to see stuff like that get out there. Really cool about Vlad Guerrero Jr. I'm a fan of Vlad Guerrero Jr. I have one or two of his cards that are tucked away. Vladdy is the youngest player to lead the MLB in All-Star voting. Congratulations, Vladdy. I thought that was pretty cool and worth noting. On a side note, if you noticed, Adolis Garcia, the Texas Rangers outfielder, made the All-Star team as well, which was pretty cool. If you also looked, Wander Franco's debut card broke the 24-hour Tops Now sales record at 61,305 cards. Holy cow. That's a lot of cards for Tops Now. That's going to be insane. Wander Franco mania has started, ladies and gentlemen, and it will continue into Topps Series 1 flagship. There's going to be a slew. There's too much time between now and then. There's going to be cards galore. There's going to be It's not going to be Zion Mania, but it's going to be pretty close. I expect it to be pretty close. Mint 52 Mantle and Mint, we're talking about Gem Mint 10, which I question a vintage card being a PSA 10. To me, that sounds sketchy. I don't know if it's sketchy to you, but a 1952 card being a PSA 10 when you've got ultra modern cards coming out that can't be PSA 10s, something stank. That's got a little stank y'all on it, and I don't like it. But apparently, the Mint 1952 Mickey Mantle is going to be displayed at the National. But that's kind of smelly. It's kind of stanky. I don't dig that. I don't understand how a card from 1952 to now could be a Gem Mint 10. Doesn't seem right. All right, so got an itch. Chris Paul cards. I got a note here. I don't know why, but I got a note for it. So I'm just gonna move on. Mia Hamm rookie card, scorecard, soccer card, sold for $34,000. I got this note in here because previous show I said that soccer cards, and this was I'm paraphrasing King Golden's comment where soccer cards are the hottest and have the biggest room to grow. And Mia Hamm, according to the autograph people that I'm connected with, Mia Hamm is one of the hottest female soccer. So you've got a niche here of soccer cards and female soccer or female stars that are, again, there's a niche going off in this brain here and some alerts and bells and whistles. I'm not telling you to focus on this. I'm just saying it looks like that there's a niche or an open here if somebody's looking for something to collect. Let's see. That's about all I got. I did want to say that if we had COVID, I heard on the news the other day or yesterday that we have version D of COVID. And if we have version D of COVID, if we get to version G, does that mean we all turn green and turn into Hulks for gamma radiation? Okay, yeah, that was a bad dad joke. Sorry. I'm sorry. Don't beat me. I thought it was funny. Yeah, I thought it was funny at the time. Anyway, that's how bad the joke was. Hey guys, I appreciate you spending time with me on your this Friday morning. I appreciate you actually, spending time with me. I appreciate all the love, the support, the prayers. If you have any prayer requests, let me know. I'll pray you up. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Stay safe. Watch yourself. Watch out for others because there's accidents that are going to happen this weekend, and people are looking out to ruin people's times. So be careful. Support your card shows. San Antonio card shows coming up. Dallas card shows coming up. The Nationals coming up. Support your local card shows. Madison card shows coming up. Support your local LCSs. Y'all have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for letting me be a part of your day, and God bless.